Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Two Lubbock financial advisors are accused in civil lawsuits of talking their investors into a Ponzi scheme that cost millions. Our KCBD Investigates team has obtained two class action lawsuits originally filed against Joshua Allen, Michael Cox, their company Ferrum Capital and its entities, their San Antonio affiliate Brooklyn Chandler Willie, and others. Michael Cox has since filed for bankruptcy.
Our investigative reporter Shaylee Kidwell has spent months tracking down court documents, criminal charges, and interviews. She joins us now with what she's learned in tonight's Testing Trust report.
Karen and Abner, we have confirmed through a now unsealed indictment that in November 2023, the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Internal Revenue Service Criminal Division began a criminal investigation into an investor fraud scheme centered in San Antonio and Lubbock. This investigation remains ongoing. According to court records, as part of the investigation, FBI agents questioned financial advisor Brooklyn Chandler Willie. Willie is an affiliate of Lubbock's Ferrum Capital and its owners, Joshua Allen and Michael Cox. Willie's responses prompted 14 federal charges, including wire fraud, securities fraud, and aggravated identity theft. According to Brooklyn Chandler Willie's indictment, her companies provided asset management and financial planning services. Sherry Pullman is one of the attorneys who represents the more than 70 plaintiffs in this class action lawsuit. Pullman says some of her San Antonio-based clients saw Willie's advertisements through weekly television and radio programs.
I used to turn it on every Sunday and watch her. You know, the investing public had no protection because how would anybody know what was really going on?
According to Willie's indictment, around May 2021, she encouraged a married couple to invest $500,000 in a Lubbock company. The indictment claims that instead of investing the money, Willie used it to make credit card payments, write checks to herself, pay other investors, and make payments to another business she owned. This indictment also mentions another couple who allegedly gave Willie more than $2 million to invest. This indictment accuses Willie of using that money to pay her associates, other investors, and make interest payments to the couple. The indictment mentions two other Texas residents who allegedly gave Willie hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest, not knowing Willie actually used the money to her benefit. This court filing states Willie provided false loan agreements with false client signatures in response to a federal grand jury subpoena and to federal agents during an interview in November of last year. That's what led to the 14 charges. This indictment doesn't name the Lubbock company, but this class action lawsuit claims that in January 2018, Willie and her companies entered a business arrangement with Lubbock's Ferrum Capital, owned by Michael Cox and Joshua Allen. The lawsuit claims Willie and others recommended unregistered securities to their clients and received an upfront 8% commission on any amount that each investor loaned to Ferrum. The lawsuit claims those commissions are in direct violation of the Ferrum terms and conditions, and that Willie and others made no effort to disclose that the commissions would reduce the principal of the plaintiff's investments. The KCBD Investigates team checked the Texas State Securities Board's records and confirmed that in 2019, Willie was terminated from J.W. Cole for violation of firm policies regarding participation in unapproved private securities transactions. According to the TSSB, Willie then tried to register with the Securities Commissioner as an investment advisor representative and investment advisor. The TSSB claims Willie never disclosed that she was engaging in the sale of alternative investments and was never registered as a dealer or agent of a dealer with the Securities Commissioner. The TSSB also found that she did not conduct a reasonable level of due diligence to determine whether the alternative investments were suitable to clients prior to making her recommendations. Willie's registration with the Securities Commissioner was suspended for 1 year, and she agreed to pay back more than $2 million she collected in commission to her clients. But Pullman and fellow attorney Brian LaFleur claim most of those refund checks sent to her investors were never cashed. According to this lawsuit, Willie sent a booklet to at least some of her customers with a, quote, glowing discussion of her trials and tribulations and a copy of the TSSB order. She also included a document already purportedly signed by the customer waiving the commission refund, and then a live check for the refund amount attached as the last 3 pages of each package. The lawsuit claims the booklet was designed to be misleading as it buried the refund check in the back and failed to give a complete and clear explanation of why it was being sent.
Most of the clients, you don't read everything you get from your financial advisor. They didn't realize until they came
They
here.
put it into a drawer.
The lawsuit claims that despite being sanctioned by the Texas State Securities Commission, Willie continued to advise her clients to roll over their alternative investments in Ferrum.
I will tell you, it's disappointing that the Texas State Security Board, sanctioned her, fined her, yanked her license, and but didn't see to it that she stopped.
This lawsuit claims, based on the recommendations of Willie, Cox, Allen, and others, more than $83 million flowed from investors and/or their IRA custodians or trusts through Ferrum entities. We have left a message for Willie's criminal defense attorney, but haven't heard back. The attorney who was representing her in at least one of the lawsuits has since withdrawn, but he did file an answer to one of the class action suits, stating Willie denies all of the allegations. The response goes on to state any recovery against Willie and her company should be barred or reduced by the percentage of responsibility of plaintiffs, other defendants, settling persons, and responsible third parties. So what happened with investors' money after Lubbock's Ferrum Capital received it? KCBD continues to investigate testing trust tomorrow night at 10. Karen and Abner.
Thank you, Shaylee.